Hello out there, and in front of you today is a CRKT Pilar, and it has been a while since I had a mod video about this model, a long while actually, and I'm really excited to share this one with you because hopefully it is the best one that I've ever done. I'll leave that up to other people to decide, but for me personally, I think it probably is, and that was the goal when I got into doing this one. It'd been a while since I'd done a Pilar, and then my buddy Ray from EDCC, Everyday City Carry, he contacted me and asked me if I would do one for him, and I said yeah. And the real reason why I wanted to do it, on my end at least, was, well, there were two reasons. One was that I've seen a lot of people doing some very good Pilar mods recently, some really good stuff, and I just wanted to go all out and do the best that I could and see how mine stacked up with some of the other stuff that's out there. But also with Ray, I did some mods for him about a year or so ago with a couple Tucson knives, and they really didn't work out as well as I hoped they would. There were some issues that I had, just some execution problems, and they came out okay, but I just wasn't all that happy with them. I know he probably wasn't as happy as we both wanted him to be. So yeah, when he asked me to do another mod, I really wanted to make it the best that I possibly could, and so here we are. So today we're going to go through all the processes and the techniques that I did, and then yeah, leave it up to you to decide what you think about it. So anyway, let's just get started and jump right in with the blade. So the blade was probably the biggest area of frustration on this knife. I had this idea that I would use my speckled pattern that I've used quite a few times and sort of put that over a layered acid etch. And what I wanted was to have the speckles here on the bottom and then a layered etch in the same kind of pattern as the speckles up top. The problem was it just didn't look good. And guys, I'm going to try to get the details for you as much as possible here, but yeah, I'm not able to be outside in sunlight right now because it's raining, but you might be able to see underneath all that speckled pattern. Oh, maybe like that. Can you see all these like little dots where it was etched? So, and then the etching stops like right here. So it's a really interesting thing with the speckled finish that I put on it, that, you know, at different angles you see different things. And, you know, I tested that before on my old mini grip, and that worked out really well with like the tooth pattern. You know, you can probably see that underneath there at different angles. Maybe not, but there you go. You can probably see on that side. And so yeah, the same thing, I was trying to do the same thing with this, and it just didn't blend all that well. And so while you do have that etch, and the etch actually came out pretty cool for what it was, yeah, the top and the bottom, it just didn't like look that good together. So I ended up putting the speckled pattern across the entire blade, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with the overall look, and certainly how it just sort of mixes with the rest of the knife. Now the biggest opportunity, as you can see, it looks pretty like uniform on this side. But over here, you can see where I did like the bottom first and then did it on the top. So definitely not perfect, but you know, and I think I might just hit it a little bit more here. And you can see I still need to sharpen the knife. It hasn't been resharpened at all yet. So, all right. So that's the blade. And then moving back, let's talk about the show side scale. So here I did that bronze ano and the like the file kind of like hammered look with the Dremel tool, this bit right here. And yeah, I already have a video about this scale and just how long it took to get the ano right on it, but it worked out well. And then I decided to sort of continue that look with the backspacer and then the clip. So those sort of, you know, give it an overall theme. The silver, I polished all like the hardware, and so wanted to keep the backspacer silver too. I'm not sure exactly what material that is either though, so I didn't want to hit it with heat because I'm not 100% sure if it's like aluminum or if it's actual stainless steel, but it's super light, so I just sort of left it the way that it was. And then over here, pretty interesting lock side scale. So this is sort of, it could be called a drip pattern, but I got the idea for this. It's like a speckled kind of like misty spray pattern. I got this from my buddy Jacob, Harbor Master Up. He did a similar thing, a much more refined thing for a Spyderco Sage 2 that just looked amazing. And I mean, the goal here was to get a whole bunch of tiny little dots. The bigger ones weren't really the idea, but once I got them on here, I didn't dislike it. So yeah, I sort of left it as is, and I haven't really perfected the process in order to get it to be like so small and misty. And yeah, the process I'm sort of going to not elaborate on at this point because it isn't my process to share, and I haven't perfected it anyway. But yeah, it still came out pretty darn well. And then there's a little bit of a stone wash, so you can see some spots there. So yeah, the important thing, like for me, whenever I'm planning, you know, scales and designs on scales, is that it has to work with the theme of the rest of the blade, you know, the rest of the knife. So if you're going to do like an acid etch with a certain design here, like it has to blend well with the blade. And yeah, that original blade style that I had, it just didn't work. So I really like the view of this knife from above. So yeah, this knife probably took the most time of any Pilar I've ever done. The blade itself, even though the blade itself is the area that I'm the least happy with, it took the longest time. So yeah, hopefully though, this really does stand up and stand alongside some of the other really great Pilar mods that I've seen. So that was the goal. And more than that though, the goal is to get a really good knife in the hands of my buddy Ray. Hopefully he enjoys this one. But yeah, that's really it, guys. Just wanted to share this one with you. It's been a long while since I did something like this. And yeah, executed something, at least I think, on this level. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. And like I said, I hope Ray will be too. But anyway, thanks for watching. Any other questions, comments, complaints, suggestions, let me know down below. Really appreciate your time, guys. Thanks for watching, and take care. Have a good one.